Okay, so I was trying just to get back to this area where we found the thing off camera, but I had to zip around so much that I ended up actually picking it up just by mistake, basically. And yeah, it is actually a shield. I am so annoyed. I am so annoyed. Let me describe to you just how annoyed I am. I really thought that was going to be the compass, because I thought that the shield, like the whole story about there's a shield in here, fit so well with the magic shield that guy had. I assumed that they were just saying, like, there had been a magic shield in there, and it was just the one that guy stole. But no! So what that means is
remember that this is a fan translation, so it's possible something was lost in translation.
I really doubt if the translation is the issue here. I think the issue is just
you think it's just the game.
I think basically I was just reading too much into it. Like I imagined that there would be. By the way, I'm pretty sure
in
you
a
can't
good
get
game
through there.
that could have been the case, but this is not a good game.
Yeah. Anyway, so here we are, and I still don't have. I depicted. How do you? I don't remember how to interact. There we go. No, that's not the. How do you go? Stop picking up ribs. Go in the hole. Oh, he hates it. Oh, he hates it.
Two at a time.
Well, that was thing. So, anyway, the compass is still down here somewhere, so let's spend 4 hours not finding a compass.
Hooray!
The shield seems pretty good. I'm pretty sure I would have been
well,
real
here's
hurt.
the thing, like, you've known for quite a while that your defense was quite bad, so...
Yeah, well, and part of that was that I put on the axolotl for the good attack. But,
and that's a two-handed thing,
and that's a two-hander, yeah. No, Specklad, I don't have to run out of here without dying. I had to find the damn compass. My goal is still the same. Okay, cool. I'm completely trapped.
Stunlock.
That would have definitely been death. So, I'm just going directions now. Like, Malo understood what I was saying there, but if I didn't have the new shield, that would have definitely been death. God, I love being just constantly surrounded immediately after getting out of the... Like, I climb up a ladder and I'm just dead.
And now it looks like stepping on spikes does such a pittance of damage that it doesn't even register most of the time, which is nice, I suppose.
It's plenty to make you go, ugh, and get stun-locked.
Yeah. That's true, especially if there are enemies nearby.
Don't you want to save with the shield? I save stated with the shield. That's how I loaded into this state. But basically, I just got the shield, got angry at the game, and save stated.
And he can't save until he's out of here. So
when I quickly.
That's nice. That's nice. That thing on the ground up there looks different to me than anything else on the ground.
It's gunpowder.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I did think it looked like gunpowder or niter or whatever.
Okay, let's just ignore. Don't. Why am I trying to fight enemies? Don't fight enemies.
Good question.
Just ignore
Why is that
enemies.
snake stationary.
So anyway, I have no idea where to go, and I don't know. I'm just assuming that the compass is in here, and I don't really have any evidence, and I just ate spider meat.
And the best part is the compass seems not necessary, just helpful. We'll see just how helpful it actually is.
And it turns out the shield seems necessary.
That's true, so maybe you shouldn't have been mad at finding the shield.
I mean, I'm getting stun-locked more because the whip is not as good. So it's a bit of a mixed
But the Stunlocks
bag.
aren't killing you.
Is this promising? Is this good? Do I want this? Broken tools.
This looks like a Goonies area to me.
This looks like a Goonies area. What?
I guess I was reminded of the Chester Copperpot scene where they find his body and his random tools.
Why am I fighting enemies? I don't understand. Why am
Good
I
question.
like?
Aren't you just supposed to walk past them?
Yeah, you're just supposed to ignore them. Don't you mean Goonies 2? Asks Speclad in chat.
I mean Goonies 1, and I recently saw somebody playing a video game of Goonies 2. Is Goonies 2 an actual movie? Because I've definitely never heard of or seen it.
It does somehow, like, it fits my recollection that weirdly Goonies 2 was like a video game sequel to a movie.
Speclad also says it was just a game, yeah.
Pardon me. So, I'm still following the left wall because it's my religion, but I do recognize the fact that following the left wall in this sort of area is not actually a good idea.
What is that head?
I'm never gonna find out. I'm never going to find out.
An infinite series of enemies that you have to fight to find out what the head is.
And I'm gonna click on it, and it's just gonna say like head.
It's gonna do nothing.
Stone head or something. Oh yeah. Remember Fab Oz, the Fabulous Wizard of Oz?
I do remember that, and I also even remember Small Fab Oz. I don't remember where you found it before, but you have found it before. Maybe even here.
It was like a religious. Oh, here's here. Well, found the other side of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't believe Malo is here, hanging out with furries instead of playing Titan Quest 2, says Bit in chat.
I would love to be playing Titan Quest 2 right now. I will be doing that as soon as...
you can play that while we're doing this.
Well, I could, but I'm playing Gai while we're doing this.
Oh,
so.
Okay. I understand your priorities.
Exactly.
No, don't give me just a box of double-headed dildos. Where's the damned compass?
If it's just in some random box somewhere, that's going to be even more aggravating.
That will be this video game. Like, yeah. I won't even react to that. It'll just be, yep, that's where it was. So, great. Now a single attack doesn't kill the bat, so they get a chance to attack me. Very cool.
I just realized, and maybe you noticed this a long time ago, but when you kill an enemy, that puff of smoke that comes up has a skull in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that area appears to have been nothing.
Yeah. I think that area might have been there so that you could see the shield from the other side and know you needed to get to it.
Yeah, but because I followed the left wall as Left Wallia, the Lord of all, demands of me.
Speclad also just noticed the skull.
Pardon me, snakes. Well,
now we're here again. You just went in a big circle. There were branches off of it, but following the left wall has led you astray. Time to become agnostic again.
No.
There's that. Wait. That snake there. What is that snake there?
That is a stone snake statue. Why am I fighting
But, like, what is that?
It's a stone snake statue.
Isn't that suspicious?
Sure.
Like, shouldn't you be interacting with it in some way?
In what way?
Blowing it up or something?
Why would I blow up a snake statue?
I don't know, but it's like the only one we've seen.
It's not the only one I've seen. There was somewhere that had two right next to each other.
Okay, never mind then.
I hate this video game.
If you didn't have that shield, though, you would have been restarting this section about 20 times already.
Oh, yeah. Just gonna walk right over the spikes. Where
it doesn't seem to matter that much anymore. Didn't you know that shields protect you from walking over spikes?
Very true. It's nothing. I agree with you that there were branches. You're getting close
to one of the branches. I remember one down here in this area, so you're almost there.
I agree with you in principle that this path did have branches, but I see no evidence for it.
Here's a branch. Now you can continue following the left wall.
Remember to look carefully for...
Oh, what a branch this was.
They respawn so quickly.
Yeah. Here's another branch. Yep. There we go. Unsinkable Name notes that the shield does have a magical aura on it, even though you did destroy the generators.
Oh, it's just independently magic. So I guess I did explore this way before, because I have destroyed this, but obviously not. Well, I mean, it would have forgotten that I destroyed that anyway. See, like, here's a bunch of them.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. I wonder if you follow I wonder if you follow the snake statues to the left now.
Well, but this, I've already, I already went.
Okay.
This, but then again, you know, how carefully did I explore? Not. This flute is groovy, though, says Bit in chat. I mean, the music in this game isn't bad. It's just kind of racist.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unspecified racist, though. It's just sort of, you know, noble savage racist.
Speclad suggests the Speclad might not even be in the dungeon, but also the compass might not be in the dungeon.
I mean, I'm fairly certain that the information we got was that the compass was down here. I do remember
it's behind these things. It's in that box.
No, I've already gone through there, and all that was in that box was grenadine.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, I once got through there by...
use a grenadine to get a grenadine.
No. I just, like, somehow, you know, I broke the game and somehow, snuck around.
Yeah.
Do I need to go, like, check my notebook for whether the compass is actually in here? I'm, like, so certain that it is.
Well, you have a in-game notebook. You can check that.
That's true. Not like that, I can't. Just... What?
Not like that either.
Which button is the button?
I don't know what it would be listed under.
No, none of these is the answer. No. You cannot use the notebook because it is too dark to read, says Speclad in chat. I mean, good thing I've got my light spell. My chocolate-powered light spell. I mean, now I'm getting close to the entrance to this entire area.
I will tell you something now that will,
make me angry.
That will make you... Well, no, that will make you realize that you're definitely not in the right area right now in terms of, like, the entrance area. Because when I looked up the codal device, it says... deep inside the ancient underground city of Kotal.
So, hello. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, yeah. I was near the entrance to the ant area, not near the entrance to the Kotal city.
I see. Near the Myrmidon.
And I get okay. So it is worth saying I do not know that the compass is in the Myrmidon zone. I only know that it's in that it's like beyond, that is within the Kotal city. But the shield was in here, so it could very well be that it's out here somewhere.
Yeah, well, the description says it's deep inside the ancient underground city of Kotal. So, whatever that tells you.
Nothing.
That's fair. I mean, if it tells you nothing, that's good, because I'm not giving anything away.
Well, you're certainly not giving anything away, because I'm pretty sure that comes from something I'd already read.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the main entrance again. I mean, we could just search around like idiots. It could be that not all of these Myrmidon caves connect, and I need to, like, find one that is sort of its own unique place, and that'll be a thing. That's quite possible. It's just carving out a more comfortable place in society for... reducing ethnic groups to a Hollywood caricature, says Tombstone in chat. I agree with what you said, but not how you phrased it, which I apparently couldn't read. You just try to tackle the final dungeon without the compass, suggests Speclad. I'm fairly certain that it's perfectly possible to beat the game without the compass, but I feel like I'm beating it in the intended way if I find the compass. I wonder how,
I agree.
I wonder how text-to-speech is going to deal with me saying compass. Hello. It's a cushion. Cushion! It is true that some of the Myrmidon caves don't connect, says Unsinkable. I mean, it seemed more than plausible anyway. Nice sea you got here. Would be a shame if it got Myrmidoned up. Really? 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 Really?
Okay, I can verify it's not, as far as I can see, it's not in the caves.
We're gonna be here for weeks, huh? Asks Bit in chat. That's quite optimistic of you.
Okay. Have you noticed in your walking around that there are basically four-ish, or that there are different districts of the?
Yes, and I just found
city?
something very interesting. Like, there's no way that this little triple teleporter here isn't a thing. Can I get infinite bullets this way? Do those bullets respawn?
Almost certainly, yeah. Oh, almost
Yay!
certainly.
It's not worth the time right now, though. I guess I could be using a shield and gun. What's my bullet situation like?
I think you mean Bulle.
Bulle? What have I said? What is wrong with me? Hello, hello, hello.
This looks interesting.
I wasn't trying to interact with... I wasn't trying to interact with a saltpeter! What is this thing?
It seems like infinite saltpeter.
That's this! That's the rock! What's the thing? Tell me what the thing is! What's going on? I don't want to interact with the saltpeter. I want to interact with the iron nipple.
Maybe that's an infinite saltpeter mine.
No, this is an infinite saltpeter mine. The crystal is.
No, I mean it's the device to mine the saltpeter.
Oh, I see. It's nothing. I can't interact with it. What?
It seems to be nothing.
What? Why? Dear God, why? So here, I don't really want to... Oh, but there are two levers. Crap. What that means is that you flip this lever, and now you can get somewhere that you couldn't have gotten otherwise. Which is the place where the compass is. May as well grab those while I'm here. Okay, now we get to try and guess what that bullshit opened up. Maybe this. This is nothing. I didn't even take those. I don't know why. Pardon me, automata. Maybe this.
I will say
I wonder if there are salt versions of the other apostles, asks Specklad.
Okay, how much do you want me to tell you, I guess?
I trust your intuition.
I think you're in the south part right now of city. And I think you ultimately want to be in the north part of city.
So this is the most suspicious teleporter pad, and I don't feel like I've ever been to this area before. There's like skulls and boxes and tools and all sorts of bullshit around here. Salt Simon sounds better than Saltpeter, says Whomstrom in chat. Saltholomew, says Whomstrom in chat. So it's just like a shield and crap. Didn't do very well for that loser. Boy, the Kodal were real freaks. All these double-headed dildos everywhere. Just everywhere.
I mean, I think that was one of the rites of passage where, like, the older generation would craft new double-headed dildos for the younger generation as they came of age.
Yeah, I don't need to talk to you anymore, probably. So this, I remember not being able to get here, and now I know where I am, but it doesn't seem like this area is particularly big or serves any purpose whatsoever. Apparently this just goo is Kodal tools. What? Codal tools were just like goo. They were just goo.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, hello. You seem a little bit stuck, friend. This truly appears to be nothing. This very much appears to be nothing. I don't think I can even get out of this little area. No, there's no way out. Okay, so that's nothing. And I think this one... Yeah, this is here. That's within that area. So this is the only one that's at all interesting. But I feel like this is just like part of that larger area that I could have gotten to before. It's only that that switch probably does something. But who knows what. My kingdom for a landmark. I remember this fountain. Let's take a quick look-see up here. Let's get killed up here. Is any of this feeling familiar? Would it feel familiar if I'd been here 600 times? If the Codal was so advanced, how come they didn't figure out street signs, asked Nettie? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will say, I think the area you're in is called the Labyrinth.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it though? Well, I'm definitely in the northern part of the city. I'm in the northwest of the city now.
Are you? You're in the northwest part of something. Wait. Go back to the northwest. I want to see if I can align things properly. Things look different than I expected. Oh. Things look different than I expected. I wonder... I wonder... No, this is the labyrinth. Yeah, you're in the labyrinth.
Yeah, but so's your face.
The labyrinth is in the south part of this, the south district, for your information.
Yeah, but so's your face.
I will say things are laid out just a little bit differently in this version than in the, not surprisingly. Okay, here, I haven't been able to tell yet just by you wandering around which district you're in. But you could very well be in either the labyrinth or the northern district. Oh, I see where you are. You're in the southern district, but in the eastern part of the southern district, I think. Yeah, that is true. You're still in the southern
I know exactly where I am because I had to go through this bit of puzzle here in order to get up here, in order to get the first thing we got in here, in order to destroy the generator. Oh, this is a nice.
Okay, I think
big
yes. Okay, now you are in the central, or it's called the Western District, I think. This should, well, maybe not. Oh, are you still in the Southern District?
There is only the Southern District. There are no other districts.
Where is that broken bridge? Oh, you are in the Eastern District, I think, maybe. Yeah, but why are there all those buildings? Those buildings aren't in. I mean, the problem is, yeah, like, obviously it could be different between the SNES version and the
Here's the real
map
question.
that I'm looking at.
Is it conceivable that the way that even though the compass might be in the sort of city streets, that the way to get there is via the Myrmidon tunnels?
I don't think so. If you go back, can you go back to where you just went? If you go west and then north, what do you see? Oh, is that where the broken bridge is? Can I see the broken bridge again?
At a suspicious tunnel entrance right there. Broken bridge.
I'm very confused because there's nothing that looks like this on the map that I'm looking at.
I'm going tunneling.
I would have taken one of the other teleporters, but...
I like the Myrmidon tunnels. They're fun, is a lie I've just told for no reason. I mean, that did just, like, let me through somewhere that I didn't get to before, and indeed, they clearly don't all just connect. Could you, like, stop soft-locking me, or no? Okay, cool. Video games.
You can soft-lock them.
The word I was actually going for was Stunlock. There it is. Oh yeah, there is definitely like a mix of Myrmidon tunnels and oh, video games. Why video
but
games?
You do know that you ultimately need to get north, so
I think that my logic here, knowing for no reason that I need to get north, my logic of like find a Myrmidon cave that connects is probably sound.
could be.
Oh, I'm here. I was just here. I was just here. I've gone nowhere.
Did you not realize you went back up the same one that you went down?
No. I was just trying to sort of situate, the surface. Yeah, okay. I intentionally went up the same one I came down because I was trying to situate myself.
Okay.
Yeah, this is here.
Let me see. Oh, wait.
Okay, fine.
What is that area?
This is where this big thingy is.
This big thingy might be where you're supposed to be. It's hard for me to tell for sure because it is different for sure. But I do think that the things correspond in an interesting way. I think you're in the northern city now. Yeah, you are. And in fact, yeah, you're quite close to where the compass is right now.
But I've been here. This is where I found up in this corner these teleporters that were very suspicious to me. But
that corner is where it says that they are, or it says it's in the northeast part of this part of the city.
Is it possible that they've replaced it with a teleporter maze to make it suck more?
Well, I see the teleporters on the map, so the teleporters are there in the original game.
Woo. This is just a ring.
Yeah. That is, you use the teleporters to get to the compass, yes.
But I tried all these teleporters and I'm dead now. I tried all these teleporters and they didn't go anywhere useful.
You didn't try hard enough. All it says is use the teleporters in the northeast rooms to reach a sealed room where you can get the device. That's all it says.
Well, like this sealed room.
This sealed room.
Wait. The reason. What can I drop?
Oh, yeah. That is.
It's just sitting there, and I couldn't pick it up because my inventory is full.
Yep. It's a good thing that I didn't like.
Where can I drop?
It's a good thing
things?
that I looked that up because you would have given up on this area.
Oh yeah, I had already given up on this area.
Mm-hmm.
Found it.
Interesting that you could pick something up when you have space in your inventory.
What is going on? The game is like behaving weird. Why am I walking like this? What's happening? What's going on? Video game.
I think there might be. I wonder if there's too many enemies on the screen.
Okay. Anyway, so Finder. It's Finder.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's not what it's called in the original, but yeah, we'll go with that.
And by the way, that little bit of shit on the bottom left of the Finder, I thought that was part of the saltpeter because that also.
Compass.
Yeah, that exactly. That's the compass. I thought it was just part of the saltpeter. Okay, then I just need to leave. Probably. Found the Finder.
If you had found that before, if
that is exactly what I was thinking.
Recognize that was the compass.
So if I had found it when my inventory wasn't full and gotten it into my inventory, I would have definitely thought, oh, Finder, that means compass, as translated quite wrongly. It's probably, I imagine that's like a literal translation of the word.
It's not called well, it's not called the compass or compass in the original either. It's called the something device. What is it called? The
I called it a compass. That was just my joke.
Yes, correct. So I actually think the fact that it's called the Finder here in this version is meant to help you know what it does, because in the original it's just the codal device.
Ow. And then I still get to do all of this walking to get the hell out of here after getting all the shit. What fun.
Speclad calls it the Myrmidex Queen Finder, but actually I think the real purpose of it is to find the corrupted moonstone.
Finder.
It's the licorice finder.
Yeah. Everybody needs a licorice finder.
I like licorice.
I like licorice finders. But there are a lot of bats in here.
Wow. I will say I have not developed a taste for Scandinavian licorice.
Don't like salty licorice? You know what I really hate?
The saltiness...
when you ask about licorice and somebody asks red or black, then you punch them in the face.
Yeah, red is a candy that is strawberry flavored and that has the texture
not strawberry.
Of licorice
it is
candy,
red flavored.
Well, okay. When I say strawberry flavored, I mean like fake strawberry flavored.
It's not even fake strawberry flavor. It's just every red fruit flavored. It's just red flavored.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was the saltiness of salted licorice might be something I could handle, but I think salted licorice also usually is treated with like a basic, like a lye or something like that, and that is the part that I think I can't do.
Well, time to go kill God. I forget what
one does.
I forget what the final, like, what you're supposed to actually do in this game, so I assume you kill God. That makes sense. That's what you usually do.
Well, you are a left wall agnostic now, so...
No, I'm not. Just because I had a crisis of faith.
Okay, fair enough.
I walked with complete confidence. Oh yeah, okay, now I know where I am. Don't attack enemies. They're not worth your time.
Jared Ryan asks if you want whiterish or licorice. Or I could pronounce it white rice or licorice.
You want a licorice? So I think it is up here. Up here? Yeah, here it is. I mean, that was not the most direct path there, but I did find what I was looking for.
I think that spelling of licorice actually exists.
That spelling of licorice definitely exists. I think that's just the British spelling of licorice.
Okay. I think Speclad was just trying to say liquor rice, like, because we were saying liquor rice.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot how the way this dumps you in, you're like forced to use the ribs, and then it, like you're forced to use the ribs, and then it just drops you like where you're being attacked, and you effectively don't have a weapon.
In the middle of a bunch of enemies. Yeah.
I didn't befriend the Nahuatl hard enough? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Well, remember, you had to go back in time. Well, you hadn't befriended the Nahuatl in this timeline.
But I freed them. And so
But you have to talk to the guy.
Yeah, you apparently need to have a chat with him to be like, oh yeah, I guess since you did save my people. I am pleased to see the warrior avatar who returns to the throne. I will give you magic totem, or I have a. So,
he said he doesn't have the totem anymore, but you need the third totem. You had apparently gotten it once before.
I thought you got the third totem as you entered that area. Like it was the...
okay.
Yeah, you got it as part of that final thing.
So all you needed to do was talk to him? To learn that?
Maybe I... What? What is the game borking? Did I bork the game? Because he said he already agreed, and he is the Nahuatl.
Yeah.
The Nahuatl. What?
You just needed to talk to him.
I needed to talk to him to confirm what he had already told me. God, what a terrible video game. Blah, blah, blah. I've already read this. Blah, blah, blah. Take care, Avatar. Oh, that's right. They gave me a new weapon that probably sucks. Cool. Just ignore enemies. First
Now that you
fork
have a
I get
shield,
to.
ignore enemies is a stronger solution.
I mean, ignore enemies was always the stronger solution.
Yeah, but before, even with that solution, it was still die most of the time. Now it's just die some of the time.
I am totally stun-locked. Let me at least, like, do... And I can't attack. I can't move. I can't...
Die some of the time.
I'm dead. I am deceased. I am deceased now. It's taking me a while to sort of get there, but the death is here. Oh, I managed to get some attacks off with that for some reason. I can't get the gas canister out. I can't do anything. Quality video game.
You can get some attacks off with the whip.
I guess the whip is faster than the bullshit for some reason.
It looks like it.
God, what a good video game. Well, that was fun.
That was fine.
How much healing goo I have left? 12. Perfect. Great.
Wow.
I am deceased. I should have thought to
Did
get
you
more
save,
of that
by the
before
way?
even. Of course I saved out in the like after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that it's gonna matter because it's just gonna not properly save anyway.
So this just always shows northwest, huh? The whip is faster than the bullshit.
Well, it was showing
William
southwest when
Shakespeare's
you were
is
in the coastal city.
Yay. Okay, well, that was clearly the wrong way.
Are you not going to go south there and then wrap around?
Apparently not.
This is probably a better way, it looks like.
Yeah, I just remembered a previous fork that I had gone west instead of north for northwest and figured, well, I'll try north then.
Fair enough.
Still northwest. Wherever I am, it's always northwest. Pardon me, sirs. Pardon me. It is infinitely northwest. It is infinitely far northwest.
Always into the northwest. I mean, you wouldn't have known how much northwest there was in this area.
Okay. Well, something's happening.
That looks like something.
That looks like the
That
boss
looks like
for which you
ant
need
dinosaur to me. That's an ant dinosaur, Sabretooth. That's you probably have to defeat the ant dinosaur.
Oh, it's
she's
laying eggs, and the eggs are myrmidons. I get it.
Yeah.
Let me just corner myself. That's the best strategy for any video game. Oh dear, you hit real hard.
She does
huh?
a little bit of damage.
I mean, I am hitting and doing damage, but she's
Yeah.
making myrmidons.
But you also
at
don't
a
have a lot of healing
terrifying
left.
rate. So let me just waste some of it. I'm definitely gonna die here. Definitely.
Yep.
My death cometh. I'm trying to use the sensible strategy of ignoring the litlins and just trying to kill the biggin, because if the biggin's gonna spawn the litlins, then there's no point in, defeating them at all. I'm dead. Well, you lay eggs at an alarming rate. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard this boss music go this long.
No. I didn't know there was a second part.
Yeah, I always either run away or defeat it really quickly.
There we go. There's the loop.
If I get it in the right position, I can stun-lock it.
Stunlock? Oh, so close. Presumably.
Well.
I mean, it's good that you know that you're close to the end of the boss.
I'm close to the end of the boss. That was a sentence.
You heard me.
Trying to decide. Yeah, all of the gunnulators are two-handed. Oh, and yeah, it's not going to do damage against that boss anyway.
Yeah, you have to use that specific weapon.
Yeah.
Unsingable name earlier when you said spoilers full inventory. My assumption is that the reason they make you equip the bones, the ribs, to use the drum is so that you have that space in your weapon slot to get that item.
Except that... Oh, yeah, because it takes away the bone. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
Well, I need more pin day. I just do. I need more pin day.
Unsingable name, or sorry, Nettie asks if you actually need to use that. For the unsingable name was talking about for the third totem. Nettie suggests, asks if you actually need to use that staff for the boss. My assumption is yes, but I guess I don't know that. There have been other bosses where only one thing would work on it, so.
I think you have ingredients in here, don't you? Yeah. Well, time for just unbelievable boredom and me burning myself. I think this entrance is probably better for this. Well, buckle up, because this is the next 10 minutes, at least.
Well, how short would the game be if you didn't have to do this?
And that's how you know a game is good. that's
yeah. The amount of time that you spend
right
in the game is the only indicator.
If it lives, it can be grenaded. I've had Steady in chat.
If only. From your lips to God's ears, Nettie.
From your lips to God's grenadine.
Why did this phrase suddenly pop into my head? Does it say something about me? From your lips to God's asshole.
It says that you read too much Mama Pepperoni.
That must be it, yeah.
Tells the guy in the house, watch out, I'm going to stand by the fire a second. Ouch, 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 ouch. Just shared in chat. Look, sometimes I walk into a fire and burn myself. It's just one of those things, you know?
Self-immolation is part of the game, okay?
I wonder how my chocolate's doing while I'm at it. I mean...
Chocolate.
I don't remember how to play the game suddenly. 125, I'm fine. Luckily, this particular chest has 2 pin day. And it only has 1 of Yopo, which is utterly useless to me.
So one of the tribes is the Pendejos, right?
Yes.
So then this can't be the herb Pendejo.
This is their skin.
Ah, that makes sense.
They flay it, dry it, and then use it to heal themselves.
Yes, yes. Now I have heartburn thanks to the glass of pickle juice.
Wow. I bought some eggs and made egg salad, and first bite, I went, oh, the eggs are rotten. Cool. So my lunch today was potato chips. 75 Pendeo. Flay it, dry it, stick it in a stew, says Meglad in chat. You know, human flesh.
Flay it, dry it, stick it in a stew. What's dejos, precious? Pendejo. Flay it, dry it, stick it in a stew.
God, I'm having fun right now. I don't know if my heart can take this much excitement. Oops, well, apparently I'm not taking that chocolate. I'm just gonna go for over 100.
I mean, you were presumably almost successful with even what you had, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
3 times that much ought to be enough. A dev is watching this gameplay and holding their head up high with pride and tears. Streaming, says Jared in chat. Yeah, that's right. Somebody thinks this is exactly the perfect video game.
Well, like, this specific part is what makes them the proudest.
Yeah.
It is exactly the gameplay they wanted.
Yeah. They dreamed of. Occasionally, your, walking back and forth to collect items is broken up by actual game, which is a tragedy.
Yeah, it's the part that they really didn't want in the game, but they didn't really have a choice.
The producer really insisted on some game being in the game.
The producer being Lord British.
This is what they mean by a gameplay loop, says Sveglad in chat. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me.
It is useful information to know that the whip is faster than other things, so that if you do get in a Stunlock situation, you at least can use that to your advantage. It's also useful that it's not like in the middle of nowhere in this place. It's just always go northwest.
Yep. There's only one branch that is at all confusing. Okay, cool. Thank you. Uh-oh. Well, I'm dead. I've done it to myself again!
Just enough whip to get out of the situation.
That's what... Never mind.
That is what I said, yes.
No, this way, thank you.
You're doing a pretty good job dodging and weaving so far.
I have a lot of practice. Cowardice
That's
practice.
fair. You have a lot of practice.
Wow, I really went straight there, didn't I?
Yep. Knowing it's to the northwest, that's all you needed to know.
Last time you had an easy time using the charm spell on the ants. God, what a good point, Unsingable. I totally forgot about the charm spell. I never got the third thing. I think I was supposed to get it there, but my inventory was full.
Yeah, that was, I think, the point that Unsingable Name was trying to make, about full inventory.
Who cares? Who cares?
Just the old spam all of the things trick?
Yep. So charm, unsurprisingly, is not working on the big one, but it is working real well on the little ones.
Yeah, as long as it works on the little ones. It's a bad time for your light to go out, but Or not
I mean, that was not about the light going out. It's just that, like...
Yeah.
I can't actually stunlock him, and occasionally his thigh will brush up against her thigh will brush up against me, and then I die. Let's eat a healing crystal, which I have no use. In fact, let's eat all my healing crystals so I have some inventory space.
Yeah, you have healing spells. Yeah.
Oh no, it's happening again. I'm just gonna let it happen this time. I'm too close to the entrance for it to even be worth it.
Just let it happen.
Just let it happen. Thigh dye technique, suspect that in chat, exactly. Don't say those words, Unsingable. I don't want to hear them.
You just need the skills to beat the boss at a lower level, is all.
Nope, still don't have all three. I don't know how I missed the third one, but I'm not getting it.
I wonder if when he says... I wonder if that was a poor translation when he says that he doesn't have the third totem. What he really meant was you don't have enough room for the third totem. So he would have given it to you.
Yeah, probably. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Christ tells us that witchcraft is a sin. The other
you will
two...
use witchcraft to heal yourself.
Yeah, the other two aren't a sin for some reason. That third one, that's the witchcraft. The other two are. It's like
the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That third one is the Holy Spirit. You really don't want to blaspheme that. Blaspheming the Father and the Son, that's fine.
So the first two are the skulls of God and Jesus.
And Jesus, correct. Jesus is the human skull, God is the ape skull, and the Holy Spirit is the lizard skull.
That all follows. I love that when you go out of the menu, it briefly plays the boss music, and then it's like, oh, wait, you're just going back to the menu. Okay. Please live long enough to live. I just understood what's happening. It is not that it can break my Stunlock. It's that the other, like one of the little ones hatches, and then it breaks my Stunlock.
Yeah.
Just spam everything.
It's also a bit of a rhythm game. If you can get the perfect rhythm.
God,
now she's
standing
on top of spikes.
This truly sucks. You're supposed to buy the gold armor, says Nettie in chat. Oh, that's this video game. Okay, I'm gonna eat these, and then I'm gonna go get the third totem just for completeness.
Yeah.
What level am I? Am I maxed? I don't think I am. Level 6. I think it was 8 levels
that
max.
was the point of what Unsingable was saying earlier. And in fact, Unsingable suggests you can get to level 7 with 32,500 experience. I think 8 would be the highest level, right? So you're
Please accept this totem. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. So that was just poorly translated before.
Pardon me, sir. Pardon me. Pardon me, sir.
Whip it. Whip it good.
Where do I stand? 23,000, getting to 32-something thousand. Screw that. Oops. Let me just open up the console for no reason. That's the menu button. Yeah, I do have turbo. Hello, Van Whitman. Okay, we're going. I don't know where turbo falls in on my levels of cheat, but we're going there. There we go. Okay.
What you're saying is you don't want to play a rhythm game.
You open the console, speedrun disqualified, suspect legend. Yeah, that's what disqualifies the speedrun. Not the amount of time I'm taking to do everything.
And then the amount of time doesn't disqualify the speedrun, it just gives you a really bad final result.
What a good video game this is. I'm turboing the whip. And I can't do it. What a good video game.
Stunlock City.
Turbo is actually smacking someone with the whip in a fast clockwise motion and hope to God your shoulder doesn't blow out, says Jared in chat. I think if I was using my right hand, I guess, yeah, it would be clockwise as you look up at the whip, which you would certainly want to be doing because otherwise it's hitting you. And I can skip those messages quick. So this first hallway is really hard to get through, as well as everything else. Does your controller have a turbo button aspect? Glad this is actually turbo in the emulator that I'm using. I just have my controller mapped to keys, and I'm just, I'm just using the turbo key. I mean, you just had to deke them. Like, you just had to get them to go one direction and then go around them. But they like to strafe, so sometimes deking them just doesn't work. Always.
So you have the Kotal shield, and for armor, do you have leather armor?
I think I have bullshit armor. Bark armor.
Bark armor, okay. So leather armor is the best, but it's the best armor that you can wear, but it's like, I mean...
I remember finding leather armor at some point, but I don't remember why I'm not wearing it.
You can get it in Nahuatl.
Oh, maybe it was for sale and I just didn't have enough money.
And maybe you just assumed, oh, it's just leather armor. How much better can it be?
Well, knowing that I was using bark.
Yeah.
I'm not cheating. This isn't cheating. How dare you suggest that
Even
this
with
is
cheating, it seems
cheating.
like she doesn't have a problem getting out of Stunlock every once in a while.
Okay, I need to get to a different direction.
Ooh, boy. Given how much damage she can do, I would almost suggest using healing every time you're down, even like 4 hearts.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially since healing heals you 4 hearts.
It's so hard to find, like, the angle sometimes. Sometimes I just can't, even hit the...
I remember there was another battle where, like, it was super hard until you found the right angle.
Did it?
Hey! You still have to kill all the babies, though.
Do I? Yes.
Or just scare them away, I guess.
Now what?
Look in your notes.
Well, I don't hit it with a giant hammer.
Hey, look, the compass is pointing you right at it.
Yep. It's slightly lame, but I am just gonna save state here because this would be a very stupid place to fail just due to not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I just hit it with that, okay.
I wonder if you didn't actually have to use that on the boss. You only had to use it on the moonstone.
Well done, Avatar! Both the corrupted moonstone and Eodon Queen are vanquished! As soon as the moonstone was destroyed, all the remaining Eodon
went crazy and died? What?
A feast to celebrate our victory is ready. Let's go, Avatar.
All the tribes have pledged peace with each other. Okay, and the music went like beer. Why?
Come on, let's make it a big party.
The game just soft locks here because they didn't expect anyone to get past that boss, says Jared in chat. I'm starting to slightly suspect that I could have just smacked that. No, I tried. Okay. Yes, a party of music, dance, and friendship.
Do you drink plaster?
Although you're not a Eodon, you would always be your friend.
I'm right for your Avatar. I don't know how to thank you enough. In my dream, I met Lord British. This wasn't the voice I had a second ago. He said he needs you back in Britannia.
As he said that, a moon gate appeared behind you, just somehow.
Where you been going
now? I mean, this whole game is a somehow. How did you get here?
Your exploits will be told in song and legend in the valley for years to come.
You're leaving already? I'm going to miss you.
Yeah, so we don't even get to experience 1 second of the party.
No.
Somehow Lord British returns to Speculated Chat. Somehow.
Don't go. Stay here forever.
I'll stay. Someone has to. No, no one has to. No one has to stay. I also plan to keep investigating until other scientists come. Good luck. So you're just here to tell other scientists they're f***ed? Well, you came here. You can't leave because the only guy who left had Lord British to help him.
I'm coming home with you, boss. After all, I have a story to write.
Okay, bye. You stepped into the moon gate and left the Valley of Eodon. Okay, that was the game controlling itself, obviously.
The end.
Yay, and we get a nice racist credit screen.
Well, what do I think of this game? Completely lateral move. They found out how to make it just as terrible, just in a different way from the other Ultimas. Rather than...
I mean, I feel like it was terrible, just as terrible, but also not as good, if that makes sense.
In terms of the actual gameplay, it was just as awful as the other Ultimas, but in a totally lateral move,
in different ways,
different. Yes. But then also the game was racist.
yes.
That moon gate was candy flavored, suggests Speclad in chat. Oh, we had the red moon gates in Ultima 6.
Jared suggests that actually the second you left, the whole town was actually overrun by the leftover ants seeking retribution.
Chuck Zock. Hey, I'm Chuck Zock. I cannot begin to imagine where the surname Zock comes from, Z-O-C-H.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's nowhere
Hungary
on Earth.
is the first thing that comes to my mind for no reason.
Primozic?
There we go.
Not quite as not from this earth as Zoc, but Primozic. That's an incredible surname.
Katsunori Unakami. I wonder where that comes from.
Certainly nowhere on Earth. You could say it's a primo surname, says Unsingable in chat, of the Primozic name. Hey!
Speclad says, the only thing missing was the Avatar saying, now that your people have made peace, I shall christen this the Savage Empire. Just to, add that extra flair of racism at the end.
And the music stops, and it's just like...
The music stops.
So it is difficult to end a game well, but something about like it's not even repeating the music that has a loop. It's just like totally frozen silent screen. Perfect end to a perfect game. The question is now, since it's implied it's an enclosed dimension because of the moonstone, and the moonstone was used, did the dimension collapse? I hope so, Van Whitman. I hope so.